talk about some awesome crochet patterns that were released this November. Shawl here, and I'm back to share some yarn goodness with y'all today. Okay, so today we are going to talk about new and free crochet patterns that were released this November. So all of these patterns are either available as a download or they're free on the designer's blog. Now today we are going to talk about size inclusive garments, accessories, and patterns for the home. And I will leave everything that I talk about as a link in the description box below. All right, let's start with garments. The first one we have is the Solara Hoodie, designed by Lindsay Rowe of Off the Beaten Hook. It calls for Aran weight yarn, and the bust circumference ranges between 28 to 62 inches. And in centimeters, that is 71 to 157.5. You will need 2 hook sizes for this one. You will need a 5.0 millimeter H hook and a 5.5 millimeter I hook. Now, as I always say, your tension and your gauge is going to be different from other people. It could be different from the pattern writer. So you may need to go down a hook size or up a hook size. It just depends on your tension and your gauge. Okay, so let's talk about a few skills you will need to know. You'll need to know how to chain, slip stitch, single crochet, double crochet, and back loop only, and the forked cluster stitch. Let me know if you've ever heard of the forked cluster stitch. So this hoodie is a drop shoulder design, and it features a hood and a drawstring. So I really like that. I enjoy wearing hoodies quite a bit. And it is worked bottom up in a tube using a 2-row repeat of turning rounds. And it features a texture that is formed using the fork cluster stitch pattern. So that's a really nice, it creates a really nice fabric. And also, not only is this pattern written, but it also comes with a full video tutorial. So we love that. Okay, let's move on to the next pattern. It is the Mila crochet cardigan, designed by Jennifer Renaud of A Crochet Simplicity. This one calls for DK weight yarn, and the bust circumference ranges between 28 to 62 inches, so a nice range there. And in centimeters, that is 71 to 157.5. You will need an I hook, which is a 5.5 millimeter crochet hook. And you'll need to know quite a few skills to make this cardigan. Let's see. We've got chain, slip stitch, single crochet, half double crochet 2 together, treble crochet, alternate treble crochet, extended single crochet 2 together, yarn over, back loop only, and front loop only. So if you're looking for a pattern that's really going to test your skills and teach you a lot of new techniques, this pattern is for you. I definitely look forward to this one. This is pretty cool looking cardigan, and it has a lot of different stitches in it. And so to make this, you'll start from the bottom hem and work your way up to the shoulders, and that's going to create the main body. All right, let's move on to accessories. The first one we have is the Calor crochet wrap, designed by Marley Bird, and it calls for worsted weight yarn, and the finished size is 40 inches wide by 95 inches long. I get mixed up on all these numbers, and that is 102 by 241 centimeters. So you will need a 5.5 millimeter I hook for this one. And the skills you will need include chain, double crochet, half double crochet, single crochet, and the stacked double crochet. I really like that chevron stitch design. I see this design used a lot in blankets, but this time it's used in a wrap. So I really like that. And I think that this would be a great project for mini skeins, leftover yarn, or perhaps some scrap yarn that you have. I think it would be really, really great for that. Next up, we have the Crescent Bag, and this is designed by Viv Crochets. So this calls for worsted weight yarn. And the overall size is 11.4 inches wide by 14.6 inches long. And in centimeters, that is 29 by 37. So this one calls for a 5mm H hook. And for this one, you only need to know how to do 3 skills. And that's chain, half double crochet, and half double crochet increase. That's it. Really nice project. And this bag can be worn 2 ways. Either you can wear it over your shoulders or you can wear it as a crossbody bag. Kind of like a belt bag, I believe that's what that's called. So it's really nice that you have the versatility there in how you wear this bag. Okay, let's jump to our next one. This is the Seafarer Song Shawl, designed by Chrysanthemum. It calls for bulky weight yarn. And the measurement is 66 inches wide by 20 inches tall. And in centimeters, that's 167.6 by 50.8. So you will need a 6mm J hook for this one. And in terms of skills and techniques you'll need, it includes chain, double crochet, single crochet, half double crochet, treble crochet, double crochet 2 together, 3 treble crochet clusters. So a lot of different fun techniques involved there. And this shawl is worked from side to side in bulky weight yarn. This is going to be really great for those last minute gifts that you want to whip up really quickly because it is made with bulky weight yarn. Next up, we have the Highland Twist Pocket Shawl. And this is designed by Carrie M. Chambers of Crochet with Claire. I'm sorry. Crochet with Carrie. That's another designer who is also amazing, but this is Crochet with Carrie. So this calls for Aran weight yarn, and the finished measurement is 64 inches long and 14 inches wide. And in centimeters, that is 163 by 36. So you will need a 5mm H hook for this project. And in terms of techniques and skills, you'll need to know how to chain, single crochet back loop only, half double crochet back loop only, slip stitch, back loop only, yarn over, slip stitch. So quite a lot of slip stitches in there. So this is crocheted sideways, and it features a ribbed neckline and fringe. And instead of using traditional crochet cables, this uses short rows to shape the technique, to shape that look and make that fabric. So that's really cool. All right, so I did want to talk a little bit about what I am wearing. I am wearing the Raspberry Beret designed by Little John Yarn. And this is a free pattern, and I will link the link to this pattern in the description box below. So if you're looking for a really nice hat pattern that's free, this is an excellent choice for you. All right, so let's jump back in and let's talk about patterns for the home. Okay, so the first one we have is the Pebble Weave Blanket, designed by Emma of the Crochet Swirl. And you use DK weight yarn for this one. And the finished size is 47 inches by 47 inches. And in centimeters, it's 120 by 120. So for this one, you do use a 4mm G hook. And you need to know a few skills. And that includes chain, double crochet, half treble crochet. Half treble crochet. Have I ever done that before? I don't think I have. Lemon peel stitch, slip stitch, and treble crochet. And so the blanket is of course made up of the lemon peel stitch. That is how it gets its beautiful fabric. And basically to make this, you're going to create 25 squares in 5 contrasting stripes and shades. So that's how you're going to bring this together. Okay, so let's talk about another pattern for the home. This is the Chrysanthemum. I practice this word, y'all. Chrysanthemum. Circular blanket designed by Doriana Ravelry of the Lavender Chair. So this one calls for worsted weight yarn, and it is 43 inches in diameter, which is 109 centimeters. So you will need a 5.5 millimeter eye hook for this one. And in terms of skills, you'll need to know how to do the magic ring, chain, single crochet, half double crochet, and double crochet. And I love that circular shape. I think that this beautiful blanket would look so great draped on the back of a chair as kind of like an accent piece. I think that would be wonderful. All right, so what are some new crochet projects that you found during the month of November? I know there's still a couple of days left, so some new ones might pop up, but share with the class. Let us know if you found any or what have you been making this November. Definitely let us know. Yeah, and as I mentioned, everything will be linked below. Now, I do knit and I crochet, so I will be doing a I will be doing a knitting roundup for November, so stay tuned for that. I hope to have that up and ready in a few days. So yay, I'll have that. And let me know what you worked on while watching, or did you just chill? Today is a really beautiful, bright, sunny day, but there's a little bit of chill in the air. So it's a nice day for staying inside and being cozy. But definitely leave me a comment. I love reading you all's comment. And feel free to click that notification bell so you know whenever I post. And also, thank you so much for subscribing. I have a goal of reaching 12,000 subscribers by the end of the year. And we are almost there, y'all. We can do this. So if you're already subscribed, thank you so very, very much. But if you're not, consider it. I would really appreciate that. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for watching. And until next time, bye.